If you've been shrinking your hunger to prove that you are healed, this one's for you. Stop calling crumbs nuance. How much of yourself are you willing to abandon just to avoid being alone? It's almost Valentine's Day. Well, actually, today is Valentine's Day, and I'm choosing violence. I re-downloaded Instagram today, and that was the first mistake. My timeline is bleeding heart-shaped everything. Girlfriend proposals, soft launches, hard ones too. People flying across continents, proof of being chosen. I don't want to be a hater, but I'm a little bit of a hater. I want an expertly curated floral arrangement, golden orchids, calla lilies, something dramatic and unnecessary delivered in the middle of the day. I want a 3-course dinner. I want someone to insist, not ask what I prefer, insist. Not pitch a 5-year vision, insist. I've been feeding people all week. I cooked a birthday dinner, I baked a cake, I delivered food to a friend working on the front lines of the ice storm. I love my friends, truly. Nurturing is my default setting. I show up without being asked. But baby, it is cold outside, and I want someone to show up for me the way I show up for everyone else. I'm sexy, I'm smart, I'm emotionally literate. Let me be honest for a second. I am wife material in 4K. I have a degree from an expensive Ivy adjacent school that I didn't pay for. I sit on boards, multiple. I have a job that makes real impact. I make my own bone broth and bouillon and fire honey and elderberry syrup. I blend loose leaf tea and pray over the herbs as I mix them. I'm creative, I'm grounded, I'm disciplined, and yet I've still been shrinking. I learned how to fragment myself long before I learned how to date. Growing up in white spaces, I became the respectable Black one. Articulate, non-threatening, sharp but not sharp enough to scare. At home, in my childhood collectivist community, I became the high-achieving one who could carry expectation without cracking. At work, I box parts of myself daily, rage in one drawer, grief in another, desire filed somewhere discreet. Fragmentation has been my survival tactic. Calling crumbs nuance, calling inconsistency complex, calling tension depth, gaslighting myself into ignoring the fact that the bar kept moving. That's the humiliation. Not that I'm too much, that I made myself smaller and still did not feel held. Maybe that's ego, maybe that's delusion, maybe that's capitalism selling me a fantasy in a shiny red box. And somewhere in me, there is a small, humiliating voice that wants to be chosen without being impressive. So pick me, choose me, love me. I hate that voice. Like, girl, shut up. I think a lot, all the time, about fascism, the collapse of America, AI ethics, capitalism, ancestral liberation, head full of thoughts. I just want to be simple for a second. Simple. I watch people talk about wanting a soft life, wanting to rest in their divine femininity, wanting someone else to lead. I get it, truly. I wish I could turn my brain off. I wish I could stop scanning every room. I wish I could receive something without interrogating it. But let's be honest. How much of this softness is softness and how much of it is fear? How many of you are calling it patience when it's actually the terror of starting over? How many of you are negotiating your needs in installments and pretending it's growth? You can't regulate your nervous system with potential or build safety on we'll see. You can't call it alignment when your body is screaming. My left leg was literally throbbing as I wrote this, a cold pain from knee to hip to foot. My neck hurts, my back hurts, everything hurts. My body does not care about my political analysis, it cares about safety. Some of you are shrinking your hunger so you can say you're healed. Some of you are auditioning for love and calling it vulnerability. I'm talking about myself, and that's why this burns. I want devotion. I want care. I want someone who doesn't hesitate. I don't want to convince someone to choose me. I want to be held without fragmenting myself to make it possible. And if I'm honest, the more ruthless question isn't whether someone will choose me, it's this: how much of yourself are you willing to abandon just to avoid being